Hello children, I hope you all are doing good. Today I'm back with another topic, and the name of the topic is Tools of Word Processor. In class 3, you all had studied about the different components of word processor. We had seen how to open and save and close a document. Today we are going to see how to format a document. What is formatting? Formatting means changing the appearance of the document. How do you change the appearance, and what does appearance mean? Appearance means changing the looks of the document. We need to make the document more attractive, and so we format it so that it looks presentable. When we make a card, what do? We make sure we write with a good handwriting. We make use of colors, we make certain text dark, we underline certain text, and we keep the heading in the center. All this can also be done on the computer, and for this we need a word processor. Formatting means changing the font color, size and the style, making it bold, italics, underline, including bullets, numbering, giving space between the paragraph and lines. All these include formatting. So today we are going to learn in detail how to format a document.
Today we are going to see how to make this document look more attractive. To make it look more attractive, we are going to change the font color, font size, make it bold, italics, underline. We are also going to see the different alignment options and so on. To begin with, in the word processing window, we have different tabs, and under each tab we have different groups. Every group is listed with different commands and options. For example, under Home tab we have Font group and Paragraph group. We also have Styles, Editing, Clipboards. Similarly, we have groups under Insert tab, Design tab, Layout tab and so on. Today we are going to learn about the Font group and the Paragraph group, which are under the Home tab. Under Font group we have different options which will help us to perform our task. We also have options under Paragraph group. Under Font group we have font style, font size, bold, italics, underline and font color. And under Paragraph group we are going to learn about bullets, numbering, alignments, line and paragraph spacing. To change the font size, you need to select the font, click on the font size option here and select the size. We can also increase the font by clicking on this option. This makes the font a little bigger, and this makes the font a little smaller in size. You can see it here. When I click on this, it makes it little smaller in size. So these options also helps you to increase and decrease the size of the font. Then we have is bold, italics, underline. But before that, let us see the font style. To change the style of your text, you need to select the text, click on font style, and there are different styles listed here. So you see the style has changed. Let me repeat this once again. Select the font or the text, click on font style and select the style. It's changed. Select and click on the font style option. Okay, so you can check different options listed under font style. Then we have is bold, italics and underline. To make your text brighter, select the text and click on B. B will make it bold and the keyboard shortcut is Ctrl+B. To make your text italics, that is to make it bend towards the right, click on Ctrl+I, that is italics. And underline will underline your text. There are different options to underline. You have an arrow here, click on the arrow and you get to see different ways you can underline your text. I select the first option. So you can do it anywhere in the document. Then we have is font color. By default, the color of the text is always black. To change the font color, you need to select the font and then give a color to the font. Okay, let us give different colors to different paragraphs. To give color, you need to select the text and then give color to it. I'll make this black. So we have different colors in a document. This was about the font color. Then we have is line and paragraph spacing. Line and paragraph spacing reduces the space or increases the space between your lines and paragraph. To reduce the space in between these lines, I select the text, click on line and paragraph spacing, click on line spacing options. Spacing after every line is 12. This, to reduce the gap, you need to make it less. So I make it 0 and say OK. So you see children, the spacing between the line has reduced. Similarly, we can do for this also. Line and paragraph spacing, make it 0 times. Okay. So this was about line and paragraph spacing. We have options here as well. This will increase the space by 1 time. This will increase the space by 1.15 times. This increases the space by 1.5 times, and so on. Then we have is different alignment options. There are 4 alignment options: align left, align center, align to right, and justify. Align left will take your text towards the left margin. That is, now right now our text is towards the left of the margin. So it is already aligned towards the left. To align the text in the center, select the text and click on align center. You see, now it is in the center, that is, there is equal distance between both the sides of the text. Align right will take your text towards the right margin. Okay, so let me get the text in the center as it's the heading of the document. Then we have is justify. Justify will align your text in such a way that the text looks even from both the margins. I select the text and I click on justify. So now it looks even from both the margins. This was about align left, align center, align right and justify. Then we have is giving number to your list. To give number to the list, now let us see where is our list. Our list is here. To give number to the list, you click on the wherever you want the number. That is, I want before this word, so I click here and I select the numbering list. So you see the number is given. Now I just click on it, it will give 2. I just have to keep it before the word. We can do the same thing for this as well. And 3. So this was about the numbering list. Then we have is giving bullet. Now what is a bullet? Bullets are small symbols which are used to present a list. We have different bullet options under the bullet library. You click on the arrow next to the bullets here and you get to see different options. Keep your cursor right before the word where you want the bullet to be inserted and select the bullet which you want. There are different options. You can select any one of them. So this is how you give bullets and numbers to your list. So children, now our document looks more attractive, isn't it? I want all of you to practice this at home. Thank you.